A good zone defense constantly moves as the ball moves. You can see here, this is a well-known drill called the shell drill, where the entire zone moves each time the ball's pass. And a big key of it is that the far side low post, or the big guy down the bottom, when the ball's furthest away from you, you need to be under the basket. When the ball is out in the corner of the key, you need to be out there and guarding it. So the first thing that Josh does on this play here, you can see, obviously the footage isn't great, but as the ball comes down, Josh is in the middle, underneath the basket, exactly where he needs to be. Great. Unfortunately, he doesn't box out, and the guy gets an offensive rebound. Not so great. We've been a lot better at helping move the ball around, but I mean, here's Josh. He's got a great catch and drive opportunity along the baseline there. But as you can see, when Josh comes down, he simply stands at the corner there. He doesn't have his hands up ready to catch the ball. He doesn't look ready to catch the ball and drive straight away. So as a result, he gets waved off and doesn't get the ball passed to him. Where I end up passing the ball is to Kevin. It's not a great pass. I mean, it's very close. There's a defender already there. But the reality is that passing it over to Josh, not being ready, not having his hands up, I don't know if he's going to catch it or not. He's not a regular three-point shooter and won't look to score from there, so then the defense won't really, shift a whole lot as a result. And that's, I guess, an example of one way that if you wanted to help the team become more effective, that you'd be coming down there, hands up, ready to catch the ball, ready to become a threat. You don't have to shoot the three, but you have to be a threat to drive, a threat, offensive threat. And you had a great opportunity there to drive along the baseline. That's a shot that you can get and make and take. I would have had come down there, hands up, you were wide open to catch the ball and immediately drive on no one, get to the basket. You probably would have got a foul there, but that's not what happened. I don't get you that ball because you don't look ready for it. This play is the opposite. Love how you follow the ball and get in front of the guy, put a hand up. A few pointers there because, let's first acknowledge what a big improvement that is before we take a look at some finer tips. So you can see this video, post mistakes that we don't want to make. First one here pointing out you don't want to be front on, you want to be side on as a good angle. The second one here, you want to be crouching down, which you did a good job of that, and ready to accept the ball. You can see the hand out there stretching out, but the other hand should be creating that distance between the defender. You can see there that you want to catch the ball as you leap out towards it so that guy can't jump behind you over the back and tap it away. And then you want to dribble towards the basket, not away, which I know we've chatted about before briefly as well. So if we take a quick look at how we tackled this, you got in front, crouching down, hand comes out, that's good. There's very little contact here, and I think after that split second when you're actually in front, you can see there that that lack of contact allows that guy to reach over and hit it away. So what you want to be doing here is coming across so far, because if you look at how long you were in front, it was a split second. You want to be a step further across so that your right leg can be angled towards the basket and your left leg is the one that's leading out. That way you're going to squash him behind you, whereas right now you're really on the side of him. You're never really in front bar a split second. If you come that one step further, plant that right foot towards the basket and then sort of you push off with your butt there, that's a much stronger post play. But this bit was nice. Strong finish, grown man play. Ugh. There's a couple of things going on in this next clip. You can see I start inside this time. So some tips on, what you could do when you're playing inside, but also when you're not playing inside, maybe some things to think about. So first off, I'm going right down low as we come down. You can see here the ball comes to your side. This guy's great defender, the guy in front of me. He's got his hands outstretched, so I'm ducking away, moving a little bit further out to give you a bit of an angle, better angle to pass it to. Ultimately, it's gone across the other side, which is good. There's not much going on here. AJ's kicked across. That's the right pass. There's a huge gap now in the middle, and that is where I head straight away. Should have my hands up, but don't. But you can see the angle that I've made with my butt to that guy to try and get there. But AJ cuts straight through the middle, which kind of clogs it up. What should have happened is AJ, he's the perimeter guy. Let's let the one big guy inside work. And he should have come across to you and swap places with you. It's a great pass and cut from AJ, but cutting through the middle then leaves it wide open, which also means that we are forced to pass it to you. There's not really anyone else to pass to. In this scenario, you can see here, because there's too many people inside. Luke's only one pass away from Kevin, so he ends up throwing it, which this is fine for this play, but it's where we get caught out a lot of times, and it's because it's the only pass available to us. AJ cutting and replacing Josh, and Josh coming up high is a much better scenario, but we get it to the corner. Again, as we swing it, wait till it gets there. There's an opportunity there where I've cut into that gap. The same move that just happened just before, I end up with a pretty good shot, even though I miss it terribly. But that's a basket we will make most of the time, and most people on the team will make. There's a lot of things going on in this next one. You'll see the exact opposite. You're doing the exact opposite of what I did a little bit earlier. So the defender there, he's got his arms outstretched. Multiple guys playing good D actually, if their arms outstretched. Because he's got his arms outstretched, there's less room to pass to. You're hiding behind his arms instead of coming up a bit high. You can see here, that's what I'm initially calling for you first to do, to come and do a dribble handoff, to come and get that ball off me. And then the second thing I'm saying is cut through, since you don't end up doing that. This pass from Kevin to AJ, a tough one, is too close, but love the pass and screen away by AJ. That's the stuff that makes a huge impact. And then it comes across to me. I probably shouldn't have shot that shot, but you can see here, again, you're going to post up. The ball comes across and you're standing on the side the whole time with your hand pointing away. You should have that. You should be one step further across. That hand should be touching the defender to keep some space. You should have the hand that you've got down out extended so you can catch the ball, and one step across so that you're actually in front of the guy. You're beside the guy or borderline behind the guy, and that makes it really hard. Again, watch 26. Balanced defense, hands up, not jumping and lunging at the ball. I mean, that's textbook defense. This bit's not so much on you, but a good example of how we don't box out. I'm late on defense as well. Coming down here though, the ball's here. You got to get out to that Josh, and then now you get stuck behind this guy. You should have come around and boxed him out, or at the very least Luke should have. He was in a good spot there too as well, and that guy gets an easy offensive rebound and basket. We're fighting for position against the wrong guy here initially, but you work it out and come across and try and get in front of this other guy. It's a little bit late by then. Also, you didn't have your sort of hands up and ready. This is better. Here you can see a scenario where now that you've actually got in front of him and you butt into him, it's an easy pass. We've got you into a good spot there. Defense collapses on you. You've got two guys guarding you at once. Another guy half guarding you, half guarding me. You've drawn the defense, done a good job here. And it ends up turning into a basket. Or ends up turning into a decent shot inside. If you remember here, this is where I said, Josh, get up high. Got you out of there because I'm in the clear position here. You're able to get up high and cut down as that defense moves across. Easy basket. You're still hovering around the ball because if you had gone that little bit further and you were posting up against that number 5 on the other side of the court, you would have been able to get a lot more room to catch that ball. I'm talking about here, if you had gone away from the ball and onto the other side and you cut it down from that angle, that would have been probably a better position. Not really a major thing here, but an example of how guys don't get the ball because they're not ready for it. Like, this is you basically watching the play the whole time. Hands aren't up. You're creeping closer and closer to the ball instead of getting back. I mean, you work it out and do it eventually, but creeping closer and closer to the ball, clustering that space. The main takeaway there, that you're not being an option on offense, so you don't get the ball. And here, you come down, have your hands up. What happens? You get the ball passed to you. Even though it was through a tough situation. We're kind of clustering the ball here, so I'm backing out. You can see there I'm backing out to make more space. We're a little bit fuddled, but we work it out. This next cut is Brendan, but it's a good example for you again. You see he comes through, he has his hands down by his sides until the very last minute. Cutting through, having your hands up, being an option for the ball, that's going to get you the ball right there. But again, without his hands up, that was an impossible pass to make, and he doesn't get it. Kevin able to knock down a tough triple. So luckily everything works out all right. Here's an example of you reaching when you should be blocking off the pass back to your defender instead of reaching. You get a foul. That's cost us again. But got to give you credit on this next play where you're straight up, hands up, no reaching, perfect defense. love it. So, and even then, even though you're hitting the ball, you're not lunging over, perfect, you're there for the rebound, love it. This one here, you do a great job of spotting the gap and going into it, but because you don't make contact with that 25, that one up there, you're kind of standing in the middle. That guy's able to knock it out of your hands. You never quite get right open. This is when that your right foot or the left, to how we're seeing, if you're that little bit higher and you've got your butt in front of that 25, you're going to be able to get a lob pass to that and a much better opportunity. Here, we've got another example where you're looking to post up, but you're backwards almost. You cut into the spot and then you're looking to make some contact here. He gets in front. You're fighting for position and fighting the post up here, but you're actually behind the guy. You can see you spin around. Come back to it. We're hiding. It's a bit of a cluster because Brennan's there. But an example where probably you've been in there for 3 seconds or more, probably should have got out of there in order to make a better opportunity for someone else or not get a 3-second call, more important.